Hey folks, and all be all here, and welcome back to the finals. So if you notice, I did not record or I did not upload my last video for the second match, and I ran into some technical difficulties in the video itself. I won the match pretty comfortably. My opponent was only able to clear two zones of mine. But what ended up happening in the recording was I recorded my match in two parts. The first part with the front zone, and then the other three zones in the second video. The first video had audio, the second one did not. So I ended up, deleting the upload directly. I'm still running into some technical issues, and I think I was trying to solve for the frame rate issue, which I think I have it solved for this video, but let me know if you think the frame rate is okay or not. So I'll still go ahead and upload. I'll give you a link in the video description and in the comment section of my last battle. I'll upload both the videos. I'll keep the videos unlisted. So if you want, you can go and check those out. But nothing much interesting out there. I was able to one-shot everything. I guess the only thing which was new this time was I I faced a Sith Eternal Emperor for the very first time, and I took in my Rey for a solo over there. So I give some of my thoughts on Rey soloing the Sith Eternal Emperor, and then you get to see the actual battle itself. The other things were pretty straightforward, one shot. And then my opponent struggled a lot on my defense. A couple of battles each on CLS and DR, which I'd kept in the front, out south. And then at the back, wasn't able to clear my Padme or my JKL team. And I'd kept Bastilla with General Kenobi down south with Jolie as well. And I kept Snips with Padme because I ended up not using Ahsoka at all on offense. So decided to keep her with Padme instead of GK. And then over here also he struggled a little bit on my Hux team as well as on my Rex team. Um, so so yeah, I think it was an improvement in the score from 2644 to 2669. I think I was getting the hang of 3v3. Today we are facing our opponent is Slimak from the guild Dark Rebellion. My opponent has both the Dark Side GLs, just like my last opponent, um, and uh, and 6.2 million GP. And let's see, Slimak has also got about 500k lifetime banners. And let's actually go and quickly see the matchup. Oh, there we go, the history. So this is what I've pulled for my opponent. And as you can see over here, my opponent usually likes to keep SLKR on offense, on defense with I think and he likes to keep a crew team separate as well, and sometimes he keeps Hux separate as well. So I expect to see SLKR with a couple of other low quality FO team. Probably won't see crew or Hux in that team, maybe first order officer or something like that. For ships, he keeps the rebel ships and the executrix, so home one and executrix. So I kept both my get two ships on defense. As you can also see, he keeps Grievous over here. The counter that the teams that he usually keeps with Grievous is B1 and B2, or B1 and B2 and Magna Guard sometimes. And what else? He likes to keep Newt, who's extremely popular in 3v3. Phasma with a couple of first orders. Likes to keep. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Nothing too fancy. Only one GL usually is what I see on defense. I haven't seen him keep Sith Eternal Emperor on defense, at least for the last season of 3v3. We may get a surprise at the back, but we'll have to see. But otherwise, I think, yeah, it's a pretty straightforward defense. I don't see any meta teams in here that we need to be worried about. He has kept Ewoks a couple of times. So you can see over here, Chief Chirpa, Tebow, a couple of times in week 2 of the last 3v3 season. So I'm guessing that there's going to be cheese at the back, but we'll figure it out. All right, let's do a quick defensive review, and then we'll go to the offense phase. 6 hours left for the attack to end, and my opponent hasn't gone. So you can see over here, I decided to keep my Mando with the IG-11 and Quill out in the front because it does require a good counter. I wasn't really, getting a good use out of Mando in offense. It didn't really gel with me. So maybe I might change my mind in the future. But for now, I just decided to throw them in there because the Quill is extremely fast and it demands a good counter. I think Gas can take it out pretty easily. Has also been known to work against the Beskar team. In 3v3, Whistling Birds don't generate enough offense. And I think my feeling is a good Treya team also will be able to take it out. But when I face a Beskar Mando in 3v3, then I'll get to test it out. There's a Darth Revan in the CLS squad, so making him invest in some heavy teams up front over here. And at the back, some more heavy teams. There's obviously the JKL team with GK. There's a Padme team. There's Finn, Heroes, and Rex. So nothing too easy. I'm not giving my opponent anything easy that he can, trooper or nest or anything like that. Nest is really quite tricky against Padme in 3v3, so that's something I wouldn't personally try. And then up top, Grievous. Again, I checked my opponent to see what he usually likes to take against Grievous, and he usually takes Gas or JKR or something like that. He's never taken Night Sisters. And I believe he's got mostly G12 Night Sisters as well. So I decided to keep Grievous on defense. I don't like Grievous being taken out cheaply. And then Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma is usually not a very good team in 3v3. It gets taken out pretty easily. That's what my data showed me last time. But the reason I've kept Mon Mothma, a couple of reasons. One is he usually tends to take Veers against Mon Mothma. And he's got Relic Troopers. So um, both in 5v5 and 3v3, he takes Veers in there. And his Veers, I calculated the speed, is going to be slower than my Mon Mothma. My Cara Dune is 306, and his Veers is 277 with the bonus. His Stark is 277 with the bonus will be 297. So my Cara will go first if he decides to take the troopers in and stun everyone since they're all Empire. And and that will hopefully prevent him from getting the upper hand with troopers. And then there's also Biggs. Anytime that they do an AoE or the damage Biggs, then he's going to get 100% turn meter because of his special of being damaged by an Empire enemy. So this team has got a little bit of anti-Empire synergy, and that's the only reason I kept them on defense. Because I know he's going to take Veers against it. The rest of the stuff, I've kept Dooku and Nest under Newt, which is tricky. If you notice, I didn't keep my Asajj zombie Newt team because that would have been troopered again. Anything with Night Sisters can very easily be troopered, especially since they won't be faster than my enemy's troopers. So that's about it. And then at the back, I've kept the two get ships. So up top, he has changed things up a little bit. He usually keeps B2 with the Magna Guard, so he's kept GG with the BB8 this time. I don't think it should make a difference for the Talzin counter, but we'll find out. And then a few other squads. He's kept a Poggle in there as well with Droidica and B1, which probably will go with Geos. And Dooku with Night Sisters and Newt with Django. So relatively easier teams up top. I think he's got easier teams at the back as well, which is why the front seems to be slightly tougher. But I think we should be able to take care of it. He might have C at the back as well. For that, we're going to save Ray. We might be able to do another solo today if that happens. But for now, I think we're going to take our GML against the Sith SLKR. And we're going to overkill these front three teams because we don't have anything crazy up top. We have enough teams budgeted for that. But so we're going to try to overkill this as much as we can. I'm going to go first for the SLKR battle. Let's get the GL out of the way. They've got a taunt. They've got Hux in there to prevent turn meter gain. So let's and I'm going to go in with Gas and Hoda. Hoda usually pairs really well with Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, and Gas is just great for reducing turn meter and just getting the damage out there. Jedi Master Luke by himself, unlike other GLs, it doesn't do much damage. He's mainly there as a support. So I'm just going to take these guys in, apply ability block, and hopefully get enough damage done. Okay, so that's the ability block. And I'm going to give this to gas. And let's go after Hux and try to take him out. Let's do this so that Hux is taken out. Okay, and let's get some foresight because he is going to do his AoE next. Let's keep going after him. Okay, that was dodged. That was good. Let's keep going after him. Almost done, and this should take care of it for a cool 53 banners. Might have been overkill to take gas in there. I think any other Jedi would have worked, Grandmaster Yoda or JKR or someone like that. But I needed someone to quickly take out the sides because you don't want the sides to start critting, and you don't want to spend too much time in a 3v3 setting with Kylo because if he goes into his ultimate, you'll end up losing banners and you'll end up sometimes even losing the match. So, like I say, overkill is underrated. So, as much as you can, try to overkill because one-shot victories are way more important than trying to squeeze a banner or two here and there. All right, now against Padme, it's a G12 Padme and pretty slow. So I think I can probably take in my Treya with the Thrawn for the fracture and Nihilus as well. Let's take this in and see if he can't do a decent job. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is pass to Treya first. And I'm going to isolate Treya and fracture Kenobi. Mm, let's do that. Kenobi, or should I go with Anakin? Mm, let's fracture Kenobi because I think we can work on Anakin little by little. Ooh, I need to get Thrawn's ability up fast. Okay, there we go. At least some protection back. I'm just going to go ahead and fracture this guy and isolate Treya, give this back here. And now let's get rid of Anakin and try to recover some banners. I don't know if Thrawn will come back to full health, but fracture a few times might do it. He doesn't have much health steal, so I think we'll probably end with 53 over here. Let's pass this back to Treya, top her up, and I think Thrawn is topped up as well. Now we just need to top up uh, Nihilus, and then we'll end with 53. Oh, damn. I allowed Treya to get... why did I ended up isolating Kenobi? I thought I wanted to isolate Treya. Well, let's just fracture Treya. Okay, I think we're going okay, but we need to get some more protection up over here. Let's give this back to Treya. Okay, ability block. Let's do a stun. Let's hold F on that for now. Okay, another fracture. Yeah, Thrawn is not going to come back to full health. So we'll just probably top up Nihilus. And I think we can end it here. 52. So we missed, I think, a little bit on Treya as well, protection. Yeah, that's fine. One shot, I think, is going to be the priority. And for this one, I initially wanted to take JTR against the crew team with Kylo and Fox. Not Fox. This is a Sith Trooper. But JTR, BB8, and R2D2. I checked the GAC meta report, and this team surprisingly has got only a 50% success rate against Sid Trooper in there. So it's going to be tricky. I think that's because Sid Trooper gets critical immunity right at the beginning. So when you go after him first, when you do the wave on crew, go after Sid Trooper, he doesn't really get crit. So that means there's no turn meter generation, there's no exposure, so there's limited amount of controlling, and it takes time for him to come down because he's quite tanky at R5. So by that time, the AoEs of Kylo, or OG Kylo as well as Sith Trooper will probably get the rest of your team down. I think that's the reason it's a little tricky, that counter. So I'm just going to go ahead and take in my Jedi Knight Revan team that's got a 90% success rate against this particular composition. And I'm going to go before them, and I'm going to go and mark Sith Trooper right away and try to get rid of him as soon as I can. There we go. Excellent. Now we just have to get these characters down. I think I'll go after Kylo first. Let's see. Yeah, no choice but to target him. Okay, let's pass this back to him. Spread some buffs around. Let's just do both of them. Are going to do retribution. Let's do a big hit over here. And let's just try to take him out with a basic. Not yet. Okay, let's just do a mark on him. And big damage. There we go. I think we are at full health and full protection. No, a little bit missing on Yoda, which we will get back, I guess. Okay, let's call Yoda again. We have strategic advantage, so we can do this stuff. And there we go. 54. So made up some banners over there. I want it to be one shots, which is why I made sure that I have the right team in there. All right, so relatively easier teams over here. This is a clone team, but without Rex, so that should be easier. There's a Night Sister squad over here, and there's First Order, the Phasma team that he usually keeps, and Karth. So nothing too great. I still have my JML as well. Yep, we should be able to take care of these teams pretty easily. Okay, let's decide what we want to take against the rest of it. We do have our Vader, we have our Wampa, we have Han as well, Han and Chewie. And let's see. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is the toughest team is probably going to be Vader. Not Vader, sorry, General Grievous. And I am wondering if I should, let's see, one, two, okay. Wondering if I should take a race solo against that, or should I just go with Night Sisters? That might be actually a better option. And take my Rey against the Shark T squad. Okay, we might do that. We might just go with the original plan of taking this out with our Night Sisters. It's usually no problem, so let's take this in, see if this works. So they're going to go first, but we're going to go and dispel that. Oh, and take him out. It was only a G12. Okay, and let's see if we can't apply some plague over here. Land a stun on Grievous. Excellent. Now let's take out B2 Super Battle Droid. Uh, let's actually just spread some plague around and see if we can't land a lucky stun over here. No. Big hit and take him out. This should take him out and Grievous is going to go. Let's see if we can't land a stun. Excellent. Now let's get Talzin back, and now it's an easy control. So very cheap team to take to get 51 guaranteed banners against Grievous. I know a lot of people like to take JKR against Grievous, but JKR is at a premium. It's like a premium team in 3v3. And a lot of people take clones for which you get usually less banners. And these days, a lot of people have been taking Mon Mothma in there with K2SO and Cara Dune or Cassian as well. But I don't have K2SO or Cassian developed, and I think given that this team is pretty reliable, I always try to go with Talzin lead over there. All right, what else do we want to use against these guys? So he doesn't have Nest on defense, which is weird. So I think I'm going to take in. I definitely do want to use my Aura team. Who do I want to use the Aura team against? Um, Maybe the Newt squad. Newt with Django. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I should outspeed them. So let's see. Let's start the taunt. Let's see if we can't stun Django. Excellent. Okay, stun over there as well. And stun over here. Cool. That's what I like about this team. 3 stuns to start the game. Um, that's why if you're using this team, mod your aura for potency. Extremely, extremely important. There we go. Contract is done. Django has got maximum turn meter, so I'm going to try to stun him again. There we go. Let's take out Django and see if he can't stun Newt. Not stunned. So he's going to spread a little bit of extortion around and going to make things a little irritating. But good thing is, oh, I meant to stun him with aura. There we go. Yeah, the good thing about this is we end up getting protection recovery every time that aura anytime an enemy dies. So that really helps to recover the few banners that Newt will take from us. Okay, and now with this we should get full 2054 banners. There we go. Easy enough team. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Oh, we wanted to use Geos against the Poggle team. Poggle's going to give tons of offense to both Droidica and B1, but with Geos, I think it should be an easy enough battle given the multiple assists that they have. B1 should be taken out pretty easily. And they've got a Dispel. That's why I've got Sunfac in there. They've got a Dispel for Droidica. So let's take this in. Let's go after B1 Battle Droid. And let's see if we can't take out Droidica right away. There's a little bit of health loss, but we saved our big heal from Brood Alpha just for that, so that we can end with 54. Okay, that was simple enough. So now we've got 2 Night Sister squads on defense. There's one with Dooku. What did I plan for this one? Yeah, there's one with Dooku, and then there's one which is a G12 sister squad. Let's do one thing. Let's take in our Rey. What else do we have? We have our, let's rearrange these squads so that we have all our available squads at the top. We're definitely using the Django team under Poggle and B1 against one of the Night Sister teams. Um, let's see which one. That team did get stun locked by Daka a little earlier. So I don't think I'll take that Django squad against Daka this time. But let's see what else we can take. Okay, we have, we've got Basti Wampa as well. It's been a while since I've used that. Maybe I'll use that against the Daka version. Um, all right, let's see how many teams we have left. We've got one at the top and four over here. So we've got 5 teams total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we've got 6 good teams left, so we should be more than enough to take some of these squads out. What do we want to do? Mm, excuse me. I think against the Shakti squad, how fast is Shakti over here? 292. They've got Arc in there, and they've got Echo. So I shouldn't take this team lightly. Yeah, I'll probably use my my Ray against that, and I'll use um, Rebels against this Phasma squad under Kira. Fox is 220, and First Order Officer is 261. Yep, let's do this. Let's take Kira and Rebels against that. Finish off First Order Officer first. Let's just do that. Do a stun over here. Reduce his turn meter a little bit. Stun him. Stagger. And let's finish it off. There we go. Full 54 banners. Um, that's why I love Kira under there. A lot of people like to take Wedge for the turn meter generation, but Kira gets tons of speed every time that allies crit. So yeah, I think Kira team, if you got Kira fast enough, mine I think is around 260, 270, something like that, then you can get stuff done before the enemy takes a turn. I still have my Vader, and I have my JTR squad as well. I think the JTR will do a decent job against Garth, or should I take a hmm? Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll take which team was this again? Oh, maybe I take Vader against this one. Yeah, I think I'll take Vader against this. How fast is Dooku? He's 223, oh, pretty slow, with about 100k health and protection. So Vader should be able to one-shot him. And with the Watt weapon tech, he should be able to take care of Asajj as well. And Zombie. Okay, so I think Vader seems to be the likely choice over there, which means we take... this is the... Okay, so let's do that. Let's take Rey against... let's take a solo Rey. Or maybe let's just stick with Vetan and Chewie. I might be able to get at least some kills out of them. There is that feat that we need to complete. So let's just hope that these guys are able to get a couple of kills in. Let's keep, I might lose banners over here. Big stun. Let's just keep health on these guys. I'm going to try to set it up so that Ray is able to feed them some stuff, feed them some kills, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. These guys do tons of assists and tons of damage. But the good thing is Han at least is able to counter, so that should actually help with some kills. I just need to get these guys down to reasonably low health so that they can get one shot by either Chewie or Han. Okay, this one I think is a good candidate for taking out. Almost. Let's keep pumping up health over here. I think I'll probably end with the 51 banners. Let's do a basic over here. All right, this is primed for kill. Healed up. Okay. Damage immunity. Let's do a big hit over here. This should hopefully take out Echo. There we go. One kill at least. Man, this is like babysitting over here. Reminds me of that scene from Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park actually, where the oh damn, accidentally killed Shakti, where the baby T-Rex was fed the food with the mama T-Rex. I'm literally trying to feed these guys some kills. So 51 banners as expected, but we got a couple of kills out of these guys at least, if not all. Okay, now for the others, I think we were going to take Vader against this one. Mm, yeah, let's do Vader and Watt and Admiral Piet. I think Vader and Watt should be more than enough, but yeah, Piet might cost us a banner or so, but that's fine. Let's give this to weapons tech to Vader, taunting tech to Watt, so that he recovers some amount of protection. Now, do I want to? If I do this, then I won't be able to get any debuffs on him. Okay, this I think should be more than enough debuffs. There we go. And another big hit. There we go. Okay, this was good enough. Yeah, maybe that extra potency and damage from Piet was helpful after all to end with 54. Okay, let's see what ships he has. Should be Home 1 and Executrix. There we go, Home 1 and Executrix. So we have a plan for that. Let's finish the teams down south. Over here, what all do I have? I've got my... Ooh, you know what? I think I'm going to take Basti Wampa against the Night Sisters. It's been a while since I've done that. 196. These guys are really slow and you know, with the G12 Asajj, nothing much to worry about. But Acolyte is in there, so we need AoEs. And it's been a while since I've used Basti Wampa. What other Jedi do I have? Yeah, these guys should be more than enough. All right, let's. Surprisingly, my old Ben is fastest. Okay, let's get that one out. AoE. Okay. A little bit of health lost on Basti. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to recover that. Damn, that was a 52. Yeah, not that great. Maybe I should have gotten Baris for that extra heal. Um, and recovery, health recovery and crit. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten that these guys are going to hit under protection. All right, so what else do I have left? JTR, I think is going to be fine over here. Um, yeah, JTR will be perfectly fine for control and to beat down on Zalbar towards the end. Um, who do you want to target down? Let's try to focus down on Mission and see if he can't stun Zalbar. There we go. Mission is out without Zalbar having to taunt. Stun over here. And let's reduce his turn meter, give him an ability block so that he doesn't do his AoE. And let's take care of Karth. There we go. So he stays, so it's not going to matter. And we haven't taken damage, so we should end with full 54 banners. So we've been doing okay on banners. 51 to 54 is what we've been doing. As long as we do decently on ships, I think we should be good. There we go. Because the kind of teams that I have, it's gonna be banner stripping. So I think it'll be okay as long as we do a decent job. Now with this version, I don't think his rebels are that good. Oh, he's got Cassian in there. Wow, it always fools me. This is the second time I'm seeing someone keep Cassian's Ewing in there instead of Piston, and I always get confused with that. The biggest threat is going to be Rebel Viving. He's going to apply that no protection debuff on my tank, and Biggs is going to get taken out. That's what happened last time. Ended up with less banners. So he's going to be the priority for me. If Piston was there, Piston would have probably been the priority, but I definitely want to take that guy out first. Viving, Piston, and Biggs, and then we go with this, and we probably don't need anyone else, but I just like to leave one empty slot. Okay, now we are going to target Viving first. Let's get some defense penetration. And then let's go for no assist over there. No, yeah, assist on that, but that's fine. Oh, wait, I targeted the wrong one. Huh. I wanted to target Viving, but I targeted Cassian first. I think it's a habit of targeting the Ewing first because he looks so much like Piston. Okay, one shot, 65, that's fine. Now, this one is going to be slightly tricky. They do have an R7 TIE bomber and TIE advanced with an R7 Vader as well. So 7-star TIE bomber, R7 Vader, and I'm not sure what's going to come in the back, but the best ship we have is our Radis. So let's take that in. Poe should be able to one-shot the the TIE fighter right at the beginning. And then we take this one, and then the most important ship against Empire is going to be Ebenhawk for the chaff and the target lock, anti-target lock synergy. Okay, let's go with this. So first things first, let's take out TIE fighter pilot. They're going to get that taunt off. And they dispelled everything, but because we had breach, uh, we were able to keep the taunt on, which is good. And now I'm going to cleanse everyone up. Uh, let's apply some days over there. I want to keep you doing my specials with foresight so that ultimate comes fast. I don't think I'll need to bring in Ebon Hawk right now. Probably going to get an Emperor Shuttle. There we go. And let's keep working down on TIE Bomber. Ooh, man. Yeah, it's always the case that the kind of damage that R7 Vader does, he can easily take out Houndstooth. But at least we managed to get rid of, there we go. We managed to get rid of the tank, TIE Bomber. Now we just have to get rid of Vader. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. What does this do? Gains turn meter. That's useless, especially since you have buff immunity. Big hit. There we go. 62. Not the best. Would have been 65, but that's fine. Good enough outcome. 2666. I like that score. Anything close to 2670 is good. 2670 means that your opponent has to get almost 53 banners, 53 to 54 banners on average in your character zone, and 65 each on the ships. So I think this should be more than enough to secure the victory. Um, yeah, there's plenty of banner stripping teams over here, and I think my opponent lacks the depth, both in roster as well as mods, in order to get 53 to 54 per battle. So I think we're good over here for the victory, but I'll give an update in the comment section about how exactly my teams did, and uh, and you'll get to know the final score over there. Okay, so that's about it for this version, for this first week of Grand Arena Championships 3v3. I think we've got a good warm-up session so far. So looking forward to the next 2-3 weeks. We do have Armorer unlocked as well, and I've got her up to G11, so we'll probably get to try out some cool stuff over there. All right, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.